Hi, Jateen sir. Good morning. Welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
Very good morning, Dinesh. All fine here. What about you?
We are doing good, sir, and thank you for your time.
Great.
Sir, there has been some significant up move in the gold bullion market. What do you see from here on? How things will pan out?
Okay, I think Dinesh, as far as I remember, the last time we did the show, I mean, we were quite bullish on both gold and silver. And respectively, the levels have almost achieved on the, COMEX front where, 1900 will act as a very strong stiff resistance going ahead. And thereabout, we have seen some correction. It did not, scale towards those levels, 1900 as we expected, but even so, 1875, 1880 acts as a very strong resistance point as well. On the downside, 1840, 1850 will act as a supportive zone. So we are looking at this as a range market right now between the levels of 1840, 45 as a supportive zone and 1880 to 1890 as a resistance point. Any day close, daily close above 1900 will bring in a lot of short covering rallies, and we will have some fresh rally as well. And comparing it to the domestic markets, we are looking at the range between 47,500 on the lower end and on the higher end 48,500 will act as a stiff resistance point again. So
Right. Jatin,
matching
sorry
it
to
up with
interrupt you. Could you just share rupee levels, sir, for gold?
Okay, so as far as I'm seeing it in the domestic market, 48,500 will act as a stiff resistance. Okay, in the domestic market. And at the higher levels, till the time it is closing below 48,500, one should be, not buying it at this juncture. After the rise in the price, one should be, avoiding to buy at high price. Wait for the time correction or, wait for some correction into the market near the levels of around 47,500 or wait for a breakout above 48,500 on closing basis. Then we can, initiate a fresh long positions into the gold market.
Okay. What about silver, sir?
Again, silver will follow the gold prices and individually it will have its own rally as well. Since the base metals have started to correct on the LME, we are seeing some, strong resistance point might get witnessed into silver prices as they've already escalated, compared to the gold prices. On the COMEX front, again, 28, 50, $29 will act as a very strong resistance point. And on the domestic front, 73,500 to 74,000 acts as a minor resistance zone. So one needs to be, avoiding to buy silver near the levels of 73 or so, 73,000 or so.
Okay.
A good level to enter into the silver prices is at the levels of 71,000 with the stop loss below 69,000. That is a positional trade that we are talking about.
Right. What about metal space?
Yeah, so these commodities will always be in action for coming days. Every day we will see some volatile moves. Till here on, we had some strong rallies being witnessed, but we are seeing some correction as the data and the geopolitical tensions arising from the east front, and we are seeing some global tensions also minorly arising. So these might not help the base metal prices going ahead, as the businesses might have to face this geopolitical tensions. Okay.
Right.
So we are looking at some amount of corrections happening in all the base metals, especially the copper, zinc, and nickel prices. We are looking at the lower levels at the levels of around 740, 730 odd zones to achieve on the copper front. On the zinc front, 225 to 220, and on the nickel market, 1250, 1240 odd zones. These are strong supportive zones, so we are expecting these levels to be hit first. Then we might, take the review again, thereabouts from there on, will the prices rise or will they fall further? On the higher end, 785, 790 is a highest cap for copper. We do not look, prices escalating beyond this point in immediate basis, short-term basis. On the zinc market, 240, 245 will act as a safe resistance, and on the nickel front, 1325, 1340, strong resistance.
Right. What about natural gas and crude side?
Okay, so energy stacks are also, in line with all the commodities, just like base metals. They are also witnessing the sell-off right now. The Iran also coming into the market of, supplying oil, recent statements. So these are the factors which are affecting the crude prices in the last 48 hours. So crude will face stiff resistance at the levels of around 4850, 4900 zone on any rises. compared it to the Brent price is 69 to 69.25 is a very steep price. So till the time it is trading below 70, we are very much avoiding to buy crude oil prices right now. We are looking at lower levels of around 66 to 67 first. Then there might be some supportive on the prices. So 4700 to 4600 is a supportive zone. So there and about at those levels one can look for buying crude oil.
Right. One last question we had, viewers had was, ironically, oil is also, showing some support and, some uptrend, and so is gold. So what is your view on it?
Oil and gold, right? Both you said.
Yes.
See, the black gold has a gold, both, they do not trade on the same direction most of the time. But this time around, we are seeing a modest trend being happening on the positive side for both the commodities. But as of now, some correction is due, so we are expecting some corrections to happen in both the commodities for short-term basis. But overall, if we talk about the prices are looking good. On the comics front, and on the comics front, if you talk about it, then till the time Brent is holding $65 on the Brent and 1800 odd zones strongly on the comics gold, we are not looking at it as a bearish commodity right now on the overall perspective.
Right, Jatin sir. Thank you so much for that. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, pleasure on my engineers.
Thanks.